Hey everybody, it's Money Karl, one of your co-hosts of the Move the Mic Stand Comedy Podcast, and I'm here to tell you about this week's sponsor, minigolfreviews.com, a website dedicated to all things miniature golf. They even post a new mini golf hole every single day, and currently are building the National Archive of Mini Golf, so check it out at minigolfreviews.com. Now enjoy the show.
Step up to the mic, it's time to shine. Dean and Carl, we're crossing that line. Laughs and stories, we're breaking the mold. Season 2 is here, it's gonna be bold. Tim, Cool, and Turner, are you ready? Move the mic stand, let's take it high. With every punchline, we reach for the sky. How many kids laugh and inspire? Season 2 saga, a hearts catch fire.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Move the Mic Stand Comedy Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Money Karl, and with me, as always, is my co-host,
Dean Berg.
Hey Dean.
Hey, what's up?
Another week, another episode.
Yep.
We just hit our big milestone
We did.
of over 1,000 downloads, which
yeah.
is pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
You know, now it's on to bigger
Now we're
and better.
monetized.
Yeah.
Forever.
But
and
no, that is a pretty big milestone. I mean, it would be nice to just continuously getting bigger and better, but
Yeah.
like that's something to, you know, a lot of people can't say that they've accomplished that. So
No.
I'm quite pleased that
There
we
could
got
be people
there.
who have like over 1,000 episodes and still
That's
they
brutal.
haven't reached the
That's
1,000
brutal.
download.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty good. We
We're like 40 some episodes in total.
this will be episode 47. I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I lost track of what it is in season 2, but whatever.
yeah. I think our goal was to hit 1,000 with
Before the end of season 2.
yeah. So
And we did it because we've got 2 more episodes.
this one and then next one's the last one of the season.
In the season,
Wow.
and it's season 3.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
And
Look at
I don't even know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna.
No, we're not going to make any promises because we didn't.
We tried. No, that's not fair. We did try everything.
We did try.
It just we
everything.
found out it didn't. It wasn't.
Some things didn't translate.
Yeah,
That's
it wasn't the product that we want to deliver. Which I'm
all.
not.
Most successful is Maverick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, it was strange because it was like the first one he was so shy and like,
Yeah, I know.
and then the next one he's like, yeah, I'm a pretty big celebrity.
And he was just like, wow, wow, wow. He's like, well, like I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
He had a rider.
Yeah.
He had a rider for in the studio.
It has the Baconator Cheez-Its.
Yeah, he needs Baconator Cheez-Its and some milk.
Chocolate milk.
And then one of those character drinks, you know, like they have apple juice in them, and then they have like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You needed like 15 Spider-Mans.
We just have a mini fridge with just those.
Yeah.
We don't get. We're not allowed to put our own stuff in there. It's just for
Yep,
Maverick.
just for Maverick. Yep. So, thanks for the Alani, man.
Yeah,
There's this.
no problem.
I've been looking around, and I've been excited about it because around Halloween time, which is my favorite time of year, and I'm not celebrating Halloween yet because it's August. I feel like in September I can kind of start it a little bit, just lightly though. You know, I'm not like one of those people that starts doing Christmas in October.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
We just decorated last weekend for fall already. We're like
Really?
summer decor.
Yeah,
out of here.
I'm waiting for fall, but yeah, Halloween's my thing. But anyways, Alani makes Witches Brew energy drink, whatever you want to call it, you know, and it's become like a viral type thing all of a sudden, where like everybody wants it. You can't find it anywhere. But this year they added a new flavor, which is pumpkin cream, and you can only get it in a 12-pack. And I've been looking for it forever.
Oh, hold on. The 12-pack is not 12 of the
It's
pumpkin.
9 of the
Witches
Brew, which is a caramel apple flavor. If you're into that sort of thing, I am. And then the other one is pumpkin cream, and I wanted to try the pumpkin cream.
3 of them. Just 3.
Just 3.
Yeah.
They give you 9 and 3, not 6 and 6. It's 9 and
Well,
3.
maybe getting that pumpkin flavoring ingredients.
It is kind of
tough
hard
to get.
It is kind of hard to get, especially when you're getting close to fall. But anyways, no, I've been looking all over for it, and everywhere I've gone, it'll say like limited inventory or whatever on the app, so you can't do like a pickup or anything. And I'll go there, and I was like, oh no, nothing there, not even a single can of Witches Brew, and it's been disappointing. And then Cash shows up today, and he's got a case of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's got the pumpkin cream, which I have right here, and I gave it a try. But drink these responsibly, folks. They do have 200 milligrams of caffeine.
Yep, I'm not going to have it. Nope.
Yeah, but
do that.
Limit to maybe 1, maybe 2 cans a day, unless you're me.
Well, that must taste extra sweet because I had to beat up a guy to get it because he had the last case.
I know.
So.
You said he was walking out so proud. And
yeah,
you're
I was like, no.
Nope.
I need those for the Dean Berg. And he's like, oh, yeah, I know Dean Berg. Yeah, absolutely. Here, I'll even buy them for you. I was like, well, that was nice.
Then give me my money back. I paid you for But no, the pumpkin cream, like, it was kind of one of those things where I'm like, this could be bad. Like, it could be terrible. Because if you think of like a carbonated pumpkin beverage,
I don't know.
And then throw cream, because like pumpkin pie with whipped cream is good. Pumpkin,
Says you.
Oh yeah,
I'm anti-pumpkin now. I don't really like it.
Pumpkin ice cream, good.
No.
Yep, all of it. I like it. Sometimes I go straight up basic. I don't know. I just become basic, and I go get a pumpkin spice latte,
yeah.
or as the hip kids call it, a PSL.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, so I cracked it open.
Are you just eating pumpkin pie filling right out of the can too? Is that?
I've done it.
I knew you.
I've eaten straight pumpkin right out of the can.
Have you opened up a pumpkin and just like when you make jack-o'-lanterns and you just like, I'm gonna eat the guts.
I've wanted to. Like, it looks so delicious.
No.
It's like fabulous.
It makes my arms itchy
really?
when I was scraping it out. Ugh. No.
Really? Itchy?
Yeah.
Do you like pumpkin seeds?
I don't mind them.
I've never made them at home that they've turned out good. I either over season them, overcook them.
I think it's not necessarily the seasoning. It's definitely the overcooking.
Yeah, because then they
literally
just taste like carbon.
Yeah, there's like a 15-second.
Yeah, you have a small window
to. Yeah, these are now trash.
Yeah, but anyways, so this pumpkin cream, it's surprisingly sweet, but yet it doesn't have any sugar or anything like that. And I don't know any of you out there are like, yeah, it's because it's full of poison. It's poison. That's why it's called Witches Brew.
Well, that's the pumpkin.
And your pumpkin cream is poison. Whatever. Let me drink it. I'm drinking it. And actually, I do like it. It's like smooth. The cream makes it smooth. It's not a creamy beverage, but I was, like I said, apprehensive because I'm like, carbonated pumpkin.
I will say the name Witches Brew for the other one is a much catchier, clever branding name. Like, it sounds like, oh yeah, you're on point for being Halloween. Pumpkin cream, I don't know, just sounds kind of meh. Like, for naming wise, like
I was like thinking pumpkin fluff, and I don't like pumpkin fluff.
I don't know what pumpkin fluff is.
Oh my god! First of all, you take some finger jello. I'm just kidding. Like you never had like pistachio fluff.
Yeah, I've had pistachio fluff.
It's like that, but it's pumpkin flavored.
That's up there for one of the worst things.
Yeah, but anyways, thanks. I've been looking all over for this. So I'm super jacked that I got to try it today.
And that's why you're so energetic on the mic right now, because you've already downed all 3 cans.
No, I haven't. Yeah, I'm kind of like nervous to go out in public with it. Like, if you remember when Cabbage Patch Kids came out, and people were fighting each other. Or, I'm trying to think, what was out? The Furbies, kind of like that.
Beanie Babies.
Yeah, Beanie Babies for sure.
Pokemon cards, like originally when they came out. Yeah, I remember that. I don't. What was the teddy bear that talked? Teddy
Ruxpin?
Yeah, wasn't he a kind of up there with that too?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he was before my time, but I'm just saying, like, that's one that I kind of...
Dude, I used to love to take Teddy Ruxpin and then put, like, heavy metal tapes in him. Because, he would just kind of mouth, however. And I put, like, whatever, Exodus, Ozzy Osbourne, all kinds of stuff in there and just let him go.
Some really heavy stuff that's kind of like like satanic.
Slayer, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're not satanic. But
I'm just saying it would be kind of funny, and then like if you like made his eyes.
Well, you could put any tape in there. Like if you had like a scary story tape where he's like, "I will eat your heart," and put
Why won't you play with me?
Yeah, whatever.
What was I was gonna say?
Like it.
There was another. Pet Rocks. I feel like that had
but people didn't like fight about them.
I thought they did.
Maybe they did.
I recently found the world's smallest pet rock that like they sold, like little
was
tiny
it somebody's
box.
kidney stone?
No, it's funny though. But it was like, I don't know. I feel like the rock is like the same. They just shrunk it down into a more economical and environmental packaging. That's all.
Maybe.
But it's funny. I think it's a great idea, and I actually made a pet rock myself, like just some sticky eyes or googly eyes, and it was like one that looked like a dinosaur egg. It was like perfectly egg shaped.
Yeah.
And I thought it was great because it's like pet rock is actually better than like having like a security dog, because it's like someone's attacking you and you're like, get him, rock, and you just throw him at
Put him in your sock and hit someone. That's how you walk. What are you doing? I'm walking my pet rock.
Yeah.
Why is he in a sock? Take that. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, yeah. So, pumpkin cream. Alani. I didn't realize why it's Alani, New York, like NY, but I think they're out of New York. Because it was Alani, I almost kind of assumed it was like Hawaiian or something.
Yeah, I was gonna. I when you sent me the picture, like, hey, can you see if you can find this? I thought it said Aloha, and I was like, all right. I didn't realize that was the brand, but yeah.
Yeah. It's good stuff. So the other thing, that last episode we talked about that I couldn't talk about yet. But yeah, I mean, everybody's gonna be disappointed. But
they're not gonna be disappointed.
No.
They're gonna be disappointed because they don't have one.
Well, so how did we pitch it last time? We changed a word.
We changed the actual item name to pickle.
Pickle, that was it.
Realistic pickle design.
Yep.
Easy to use.
Easy to pickle.
Flame effect.
Pickle.
40-foot range.
Flame pickle.
High power. No, it wasn't everything was called pickle. It was just
I know.
the name of the actual. So it would, if we're announcing it now.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, so it would be a pickle water gun.
Yeah, it's not just a water gun. It's like a Gatling water gun.
Yeah, it's
like
sweet.
you plug it in, so it's got a cartridge on the bottom. You plug it in, you charge it, and then you charge each barrel.
Oh.
And it's got a backpack that you fill up with water. Like any kids in the neighborhood that start a water fight, they're going down. Because it shoots like, it says 40 feet, but it shoots harder than 40 feet. I was making a TikTok because that's what I got it, free sample. And I had to, advertise it or whatever. So if you're listening, go to my page, Berg Comedy. I think I'm called on there, and I remember something. Maybe just look me up, you'll find it. And it's in my TikTok shop. I made a video about it, and when I was videoing it, I actually had my camera set up, and I did like a thing where I was like coming out of the studio, shooting it and whatever. And the first time I did it, I directly hit the stop record button on my phone, and it stopped recording.
That's awesome.
And I knocked my phone over. And here, I'll let you hear it if you want to hear it. I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Yeah, it might be dead.
It looks kind of like a leaf blower. Jeez!
Oh, it's loaded! I just almost blew Cash's head off.
Yeah, that's not good gun safety.
Barrel control, kids. Barrel control.
Yeah.
But did you hear that?
That was sweet.
I thought I emptied it. That's what happens, kids. That's what happens with guns.
Gun safety.
You think it's empty and it's not.
Yeah, I almost died.
Splatter behind you. But yeah, so it's should have turned the door. I got the little thing on the top there. Oh, now it's empty.
Yeah, now it's empty after he almost kills me.
Yeah, but and it shoots like, I never seen you move that fast. You were almost like the Matrix. Like, it comes with safety glasses too, because the water comes out of it like with such force that it has safety glasses. But no, you charge it up, and then the barrels light up, and then as you're shooting it almost looks like you're shooting little flame.
Hence the
bolts out of-
flame effect.
Flame effect, yeah. So that's what that was. So maybe you're excited, maybe you think it's cool, maybe you don't, whatever. Go to my TikTok shop. Follow me on Instagram, whatever.
Yeah, I want to get one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, they're on sale right now on my page.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Splatter. I'm gonna get yelled at for that, whatever.
You're just cleaning up
It'll dry
final
up.
remnants
It'll
of
dry up.
Hi-Ho
It's like,
soda.
it's all over by the War Club. Yeah, but that's what that was the Gatling gun. So that's what I have going on exciting right now. Other
And
than
you got some other items coming in too for us to try, right?
I do. I don't know if I should wait for it to get here.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Yeah,
but
we'll wait. It's another sponsorship, actually.
yeah.
Yep,
That's cool.
for the show.
Sweet.
Yep. So that's gonna be pretty cool. It's I was kind of shocked that they sent me a message too.
Who is it? The pickle water gun
Well,
people?
no. Ever since the
or the new one.
new one.
Okay.
Because when I missed the Blue Bunny thing, ever since then I always check that, and I've gotten some pretty decent ones in there, but some of it's like stuff like I'm like I don't need that. I'm not to the point where people are just sending me stuff saying like here try this, but they message me and then I respond back like yeah I'll give that a shot or whatever, and then they send it. And this one I was like oh wow that's pretty cool, but I mean I suppose I could give like a hint or whatever, but
Look, I feel like our start of our episode this week is kind of a good hint. It's a beverage.
it is a beverage.
A beverage.
It is a beverage. It is a beverage.
You know what? I'm surprised, but not surprised.
It's not Alani though.
Oh, I'm surprised, but not surprised. I was expecting now that you're looking into that like channel more and stuff.
Yeah.
That we didn't get anything back from those butt plug speaker people.
Well, give it time.
Yeah, I'm
Give
sure.
it time.
I'm sure. We probably mentioned that more than they've mentioned it.
Probably. Yeah, because that was a thing that was on the TikTok shop.
That's just insane. Like you'd be out in public and you're just hearing music come from somebody's butt.
Yeah. You're just walking through and you hear like where is that coming from?
Well, I don't think you'd get the fart sound, honestly. But just imagine you have that and you have some of your sets recorded and you have it hooked up to Bluetooth. So it's literally you're talking out of your ass.
I mean, I've heard a few sets that I could easily play through.
Right, that's
There.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll have that new sponsor.
We'll probably have that for season 3.
Yeah, that'll be by the time it gets here.
Yeah.
I thought it would be here by today already, but it's not. It's still in transit. But so yeah. So that's cool. Got that kind of stuff brewing. Got that kind of going on. Feel higher energy lately.
I don't
not
know,
like
which is weird. Now I guess maybe we flip flop sometimes because I'm feeling very low energy
really.
lately. Yeah.
Well, like I don't feel like I don't want to make it sound like I'm not a happy guy.
Yeah.
You know, or anything like that. But most of the time, I'm just kind of alive.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I don't get super
Going through the motions.
a little
In a
better
rut.
than that. A little.
Rut?
Well, I was in a funk for a little while where I just felt like everything's gloomy outside. Whatever. But I don't not just going through the motions. It's more of like not even just like it's more than survival. Like I'm content. Like usually I'm just content.
Okay.
But not like, hey, yeah, this is awesome.
Okay.
And I've got that, hey, yeah, this is awesome, like energy, but still content.
Yeah, just
Like-
stuff's vibing with you at
Yeah.
the moment. Yeah, I can see that.
I'm not like, that meme of Leonardo DiCaprio walking down the street and he's like, I'm not like that. But
I like how we just both danced.
we both were doing it. But yeah, so we talked about it in the last episode. I had my round for the Oshkosh's Funniest.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't win. That's okay though. Somebody, and I mean, he did fine, but he, a lot of those things are, if more people you bring, the better your chances are because of audience vote,
right?
And that sort of thing. So, I had you and Stan.
And my wife.
And my friend Derek and his wife Shannon too.
And my wife and Stan's wife. So
so I had 6 people in the audience. I mean, I'm sure I won some of the audience vote, but when you bring a lot of people, like he brought a lot of people,
right?
And his whole family and friends and neighborhood.
And with those competitions, it's not necessarily.
And I'm not using that as an excuse, by the way. I'm not.
And I don't want it to come off either that we sound like sore losers or anything like that. We're just analyzing what we saw in our experience.
Yep.
But I mean, when you do those types of things, like if you bring people,
and I never like them. I hate them.
I like the being able to perform in front of a different audience than normal and that sort of thing. But yeah, the actual competition part just kind of sucks in general for every competition. That
other than getting on Leonardo DiCaprio's nerves, I didn't even really like the Palm Springs one. I mean, it was in a huge theater, which was cool.
Again, you like the performance, just not the actual competing part.
Like if it was just a show, that'd be sweet.
Yeah,
it's the competing, because I know comedy is subjective,
right?
Always is, always will be. But it's, I don't know. I would judge things differently. I think, like, if somebody breaks one of the rules, maybe not disqualified, but you're going to lose points.
Yeah.
Well,
but also it's not just if they break the rules; it's knowing that they broke the rules. Because, let's get into it. So we know for a fact that someone had used a prop.
Yep.
And that was not allowed in the rules.
Right.
And we also know that someone used not original material, which was also in the rules.
Right.
And
it was straight up just, like, literally things we used to joke about when I was in, like, middle school. Mm-hmm. Like, it was like a street joke. Like, it was like...
Or a Reddit joke or whatever.
Yeah, like 4 minutes of original kind of banter that switched into street jokes.
No, I would say it was 7 minutes of
7?
original and then 1 of street jokes.
Street jokes just felt like a lot longer for me.
With a street joke or a dad joke or whatever you want to call it, I actually think it was more street joke than a dad joke, because you can have an original dad joke for sure, but you can use a street joke as long as you change it enough where it's not recognizable as that original street joke.
Just write it.
Yeah, because, like, I'll give an example. So one of my favorite bits that people often request, the Tim the Bird one.
Yeah.
The punchline is just one of my favorite
from
dad jokes, puns, whatever.
Yeah. That's
But I give it a new story, so then it's like the build up to that. That's like, oh, I wasn't expecting you to use that pun or whatever, groaner, essentially. And that makes different. That makes it different and original.
This was verbatim.
Like, you could see it
for word.
online.
You could probably find it in a joke book.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which, that's part of the thing with the judges, though. They don't know necessarily any better than, like...
a couple of them, I was like, how do they not know?
Right, yeah. But then again, that's just what it is. But I think that's a little bit harder to recognize just in general, because we don't know every street joke or whatever, too. But sometimes you just can kind of feel it, even if you're not familiar with it necessarily as a street joke. The setup is a specific voice. Like, there's like a certain build up to it that, like, you're like, it'd be like somebody walks into a bar.
Yeah,
pretty much anytime that's ever
2 guys walk into a bar, the third one ducks.
Yeah, pretty much anytime you hear like a setup, like somebody walks into a bar, it's a street joke. I would say 99% of the time, it's not an original thing.
Right. Well, and you see that a lot at open mics, especially with newer people.
Yeah.
And to some extent, I'm like, okay, it's what you did to get on stage and get the feel for it and whatever. Well,
even then, I wouldn't say that's necessarily a bad thing. I think it's the intent of what are you doing comedy for, right?
Yeah. That's
like
true.
if you're going to an open mic and you're just getting up and you want to tell street jokes or whatever, and just to have fun and have a good laugh, sure,
Right.
perfectly fine.
Right, but then
But
entering
don't have
into
the
a competition.
But don't have the expectation that you're going to get on a paid show
Yeah.
by doing online street jokes or
Yeah,
whatever.
I mean, it annoys me, but sometimes you see people and they're like, "Oh, I lost my fantasy football league. This is what the person who lost had to do," and then they just do straight street jokes,
And maybe
schoolyard jokes. Even.
Sure, yeah. I was going to say maybe one of the things that hurts the most as a comic that is out there working, doing paid shows like the both of us, is seeing somebody do a street joke and the audience is just eating it up. Like, I get it. It is funny. That's why people like street jokes. But it's like, and then maybe they're just not as engaged with you doing original material and you're like, man, this is mine.
I came up with this. I did.
Yeah.
That.
So
Well, and sometimes, I kind of wonder too, like, if you take a comic that's got stage presence, that's experienced, that does paid shows, and just went up and did street jokes, like, how that would bring them to the next level.
yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't have credibility from it, but you know what I mean? Because, like, when somebody who's like, oh, I've only been on stage, like, 3 times, 4 times, twice, once, whatever, and they come up and do street jokes. Because there was a lady at the open mic that we go to a lot, and I think she passed away. I don't know.
The older lady?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And that's all she did was, like, it was almost page for page out of a dirty joke book. But being older, and then the things that she was, she's like this
It was
sweet,
shocking,
she's
yeah.
this sweet lady.
Yeah.
And it's shocking, but then, like, saying it word for word, the audience would just go insane.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, oh my God, I can't believe she's talking about her lady bits like that.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But then sometimes...
I don't think they would just be bits at that point. I think they would be fully developed parts.
Yeah. I don't know. They might have been used and crumbled into bits.
Maybe
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows? But,
That's the Alani gurgle.
yeah, but,
We really need to get a sponsor with like antacid or something.
I use Gaviscon. We talked about that before a lot. Gaviscon.
Hey,
works
Gaviscon,
awesome.
someone's got to be listening or knows somebody. Help Dean out. Yeah, unless you particularly like his little pterodactyls.
Well, and I'm trying, like, going back to the older lady. The old lady.
Sorry.
Because I know she had a partner that was like her friend, not like a partner, like a partner, significant other partner. She had like somebody that was just like doing comedy with her, and he went up and he was just like, hey, he took her spot on the mic, which was weird. And then he was just like, oh, I'm here because she's in the hospital with like some terrible pneumonia and have never seen her again.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know, I don't know if she's done, like, not with us anymore or what. But, anyways, he was worse than she was with, like, his jokes. And all he did is talk up there, and he's like, oh, here's my Instagram, here's my YouTube, here's this.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that guy? Can't think of his name. I'm not going to say it, but...
Yeah. I hadn't thought about that in a while.
Yeah.
But now that you say that, that's kind
He
of...
always would run the light and get clapped off.
Yeah.
What's going on? And it's like, dude, you've been clapped off like 19 times.
Yeah, you should figure it out by now.
Yeah.
But you just saying the whole, like, promoting Instagram, YouTube, man, I keep seeing people do that more now. And it's just like...
I mean, I get it if you're...
Don't do it for a 4-minute spot at an open mic, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because even... because I've seen, like, some brand new people, like, follow me on Instagram at P. Wiener Stevenson.
Well, I won't say don't, like, build up, like, a presence, but, like, I don't know. I feel like you should still
it's more
wait.
of a paid show.
Yeah,
I was, like at the end, like, hey, here's where you can find me.
Yeah,
I'd really appreciate it, but that's different.
Yeah, like sometimes I think people are too.
Do you remember the guy that was selling merch? Like he sold merch at the mic.
Oh, I don't remember that.
I don't remember his name, but he was just like,
what was he selling?
Shirts.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah,
I don't think I was there for this.
I can't. They had his name on it, and God,
that's insane.
Like it.
I mean, I always have stuff with me, but I'm not
this-
selling it. If anything, if I'm bringing stuff to a mic, I'm just giving it to people.
From
that,
Futurama, when he's delivering pizza, you know?
yeah, Fry.
Yeah, Fry, and he's delivering pizza, and then he looks at it, and he's like, I see wiener. Aw, you know, because he thought that was the name of the person he was delivering the pizza to.
It's weird that you brought, just real quick, it's weird that you brought up Futurama because I'm rewatching it.
I watch it all the time.
Yeah, that, Rick and Morty, and like South Park are just like, this is just something that needs to be on if I'm working on something else and I just want something in the background.
Yeah, for sure. No, it was something like that. Like he had a tag.
Huge ass.
Yeah, like he had like something like that.
Okay.
And that's what his shirt said.
Okay.
And he was just like, "Oh, hey, I just got the light, so if you want, you know, I'm selling these shirts, blah blah blah." And I was like, "What?"
I mean, that's funny. It is.
He was like, "Oh, hey, this is my third time, blah blah blah, I'm selling shirts," and it was kind of wild. Ha! Wild.
You said it. I thought, especially with us going a little bit shorter tonight, I thought for once we weren't going to have it the wild count.
Nope, I made sure to throw it in there.
Okay.
As soon as you raised your hand saying, like, we're getting close to time here, bud. And I had to throw in a wild.
Well, now you're giving away the secrets.
Oh, yeah.
Because now somebody comes in and they're like, oh, I know you're just raising your hand because you're hitting your time mark. Instead of just like, I just have a weird...
You're like, high five.
weird just twitch going on.
High five. But no, I was going to close with the... Oh, I did that one time at a mic where I was like, hey, guys, you like my shirt? And I heard, and I was newer, you know, I'd been around a little bit, but I was newer, and I heard like a veteran comic like, no way he's gonna pitch merch. And it was just that I had a stupid shirt on that said, I might have talked about it before, because I was wearing it when we were doing an episode where the aliens are abducting the guy out of the forest, and it says, get in, loser, we're doing butt stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, hey, you guys like my shirt? And then everybody was like, I said, it says, get in, loser, doing butt stuff. And then the people started laughing, and then I rolled it into a bit. But it was funny because I heard like somebody had been around for a while, like, no, come on.
See, that's funny.
You know, but it was funny because that particular individual was like, hey man, you're really growing and you're really doing this. And then it was just like, no, like almost immediately, like super, I take back everything I ever said that was nice. And then when I flipped it, he was just like, oh, ha, 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 ha. But I think, I don't know why he would have thought that was like a Dean Berg comedy merch shirt. I suppose it fits. It fits. But, yeah.
And then now it comes with a free butt plug speaker. So
Yeah,
there you go.
There you go. Was that our comedy tip? Don't sell merch at an open mic? No.
I think we're kind of talking just about competitions in general.
Yeah, that's fair.
Not necessarily a tip-wise, but just like observations from...
Do we want me to start with the elephant in the room related to the competition?
Sure.
The big one?
Yeah. I think this would probably be our last topic, but yeah.
Yeah. So the part that... I get it. It was their very first time doing it.
Yeah.
You know...
You're gonna learn a bunch of things, mistakes, and good things.
In every round,
yeah.
I attended almost all of them.
Yeah.
And every round
I went to all of them.
They all seemed different.
Yep.
You know, one of them was because of logistics, because the floor was being done in the main room.
Yeah.
You know, so I get it. But everything seemed different. Everything, I would say my round by far was like probably the most...
stable and consistent.
Yeah, and like polished.
Yeah.
You know, so they were
Which
really
makes sense
getting it.
because it was the last one.
And, you know, everything was good. You know, everybody met before. We knew what was going on. You know, all that sort of thing. But then they had the wild card thing. Like the second chance.
Which started yesterday. Yeah.
Which started yesterday. Where comics who didn't make it can get a vote. So it's like, you know, it's kind of like on American Idol or something where you got to vote. And,
well, I mean, I won fan favorite for Holy Moly. So
like that. Yeah. But I bet you one thing Holy Moly didn't do was make people pay for votes.
Yeah.
I mean, fortunately, I got something else in the works the same day as the finals, and I thought it was a more guaranteed thing, you know, than trying to do the wild card thing. And not getting in, I was just like, I'll go for this because I it's more guaranteed. It's pay, that sort of thing. And I may not get voted in,
Right.
with the votes. So I was, I was able to drop, but I mean, that had me really conflicted, like, because it just did not feel right to make people have to pay.
Right.
And it started off with like $5 for 6 votes, $10 for 12 or whatever, but it went all the way up to like $100 for 125 votes.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel ethical to me. First of all, I don't know if anybody I know is going to pay
That just one, like,
for, like, they're like,
well, and then if you're going to pay for that, you still have to pay. You still would have to pay for a ticket to go to that final show too.
Right. And so, and it's kind of like, to me, what stops somebody who has a rich uncle, or money set aside that they're just like, I'm going to drop $500. I'm going to put all the votes on myself, or whatever. And then you bought your way in.
Yeah.
You're basically panhandling to get in. And I don't know. Maybe people are listening. Maybe they're not. And I don't mean it disrespectfully. And I get where the arena was trying to come from. But then in the email, because after they had it where it was paid, a lot of people were conflicted. A lot of people felt the same. And the lady from the arena, she sent out an email to everybody and said, hey, I want to clear some things up. Here's what, here's this, here's that. And for a nominal fee, which I don't know if she used that word appropriately. But she said, recently I just paid money for votes for my friend's cutest baby competition and another friend's best dog competition. And I was just like,
I want to say not best dog. I want to just say hottest dog.
Hottest dog.
I think that
Who's
sounds
got
more
the
fun.
hottest dog? But I was like, not a good analogy.
Yeah, because now we're considered babies and dogs.
Well, and it's so different.
Yeah.
And, because this is for somebody's career.
Yeah.
If your friend's baby wins cutest baby, sure, they've got bragging rights, whatever.
They're going to be a child star.
And a lot of times those are, the money is going to
a charity.
Something like a charity or, whatever. This is going to the arena. It's not going to the the comedians.
We don't necessarily know that. We don't know where the money's going, but we assume it's the arena.
Well, based off the comment that they in the email, they said they inherited the debt from the previous owners.
Right.
They're trying to do everything they can to get that debt paid off so they can stay open and keep it.
Right.
Get it. I totally get it. But
this might not have been the way to do that.
No, and I mean, that was never said up front.
Yeah, like when we signed up to do it. Yeah, you're right.
And so I got that other show, but at the same time, it's kind of like, man, if I didn't, I would not feel good about like saying like, hey, everybody, vote for me, second chance, blah, blah, blah. You got to pay, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't like it.
Yeah, and then the other thing with that, too, just because you pay doesn't mean you are the funniest.
No.
Like, you might...
That's what I meant with the rich uncle.
Yeah, I mean, cool, now you have somebody that doesn't really represent the rest of the comics. So,
Right.
like, if they're the wild card and they're bought in and they weren't the funniest for whatever reason, right?
Right.
Now, when Josh Blue's here, he's going to be like, really? This is
what you brought?
This is
who
the
you
funniest
have?
person you
Yeah,
have?
this is,
And, I mean, that's true still, even with a free popularity vote, you still might not
it
get the
could
funniest.
happen.
But you're going to have a true, like, representation of, like, okay, fine, maybe they're not the funniest, but
they still have a following.
Yeah, they have a
just
stage
don't-
presence,
They
confidence,
just don't
whatever.
have a 401k they took out
Right,
to pay
yeah.
for their
So,
votes.
But I think that's a better representation, though, of, like, okay, again, they might not be funniest, but people like their presence or whatever. Something about them was you made them worthy to be on stage at least.
Yeah, and I don't want to, again, we're not trying to sound like sore losers or anything like
or
that.
trash anybody. No,
Because even if I won my round, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Had to throw that in there so we could get the M rating. Sorry.
Explicit.
Or E rating. Yeah.
Yeah.
The explicit.
Yeah. E rating is like E for everyone.
EA Sports.
It's in the game.
I like where somebody like changed that, and it's just like E. It just keeps going.
I like all those every time people do those.
EA Sports. But anyways, like even if I was in the finals, I'd be like, whoa, man, like I don't like that. And I'm not, trying to poo-poo on the arena. I'm not poo-pooing on, the producer. Because I like working with the guy.
Yeah.
He's really stepping up his game with his shows.
Yep.
And I don't feel like it was his decision either. I mean, even if it was,
I would just say use this as an experience and don't
I feel
do
like
that again next for another competition. Like, I wouldn't do that.
I would not do that. I feel like he was just kind of like in a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
I got a feeling like one of these times we'll be talking to him, and I'm not going to bring it up to him or anything like that, but I got a feeling one of these times he's just going to say like, dude, that I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like they said this is what they wanted to do, and
you're at their mercy at that point if that was the arena's decision, because it's like, what are you going to say?
Yeah, and if he's like no,
and they're like,
cool,
right,
we're not going to have the finals.
Yeah.
Sorry, can't use our arena.
Yeah.
So I don't, and I got a feeling one of these days he'll just be like, yeah, we're not doing that
type
again,
of thing
ever.
Yeah.
Like if they do the competition, it'll be done differently.
Yeah. Well, again, it was the first time it's been done, so there's definitely learning experiences there on all parts.
Yep.
I think probably the best thing that came out of it is it shows the arena that there are several people that could, they could put on a monthly comedy show of local people.
Yeah.
Like a showcase, and
they could probably fill the building pretty full, like the floor.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that it's going to pack the arena necessarily,
but if they're charging,
I mean, do it on a weekday, right? So it's not I
think there's people around that could do a weekend.
Well, I know. I'm saying people could do a Friday, Saturday, sure, but I'm just saying, do it on a Thursday for the local showcase. It's less risk, and it's just something else for people to do in town.
Yeah.
And just get people to go there. Like, they should be having stuff every night of the week, honestly.
Well, right. And it gives people a chance, too, to be in a bigger venue than just a bar or a comedy club or a hall.
Right. And actually, I think this actually is a good tie-in because next week, we're not recording live.
No,
because
we aren't.
I'm doing the first bringer show at our home club at Skyline Comedy Club. And that's the kind of thing. Like, it's very important for that show to
be successful.
Yeah. And it's not just like sometimes with comics you'll get people that are salty because they didn't get an opportunity or whatever, but no, they need to be supportive of this and need to show up.
Yeah.
For if they don't go to any other show there this year, this is the one that they need to represent at, because
there won't be another one if it doesn't.
Yeah. If this place isn't packed, they're going to be like, well, that wasn't worth it for us to do.
Right.
And then they're not going to do it. And then now people that like, I think there's a couple people on the bringer show that this is technically their first paid show.
Oh yeah.
So like, like what an opportunity.
Yeah.
And so grateful of Skyline to say, yeah, let's try this, because that's like something that we've been wanting to see. Like, they have occasional local showcases, but like this is like what's done in LA and New York, Chicago all the time.
All the time.
Like, if this does well, this might be a monthly thing.
Yeah.
Which would be great for local people and have more time to showcase their stuff.
And I hate the term scene when people are talking about the scene, but it'll strengthen, the scene
right
in the area too, because you're going to have more exposure. I haven't been to the mic there in a long time, and there's a booker there or anything. I mean, for a while, it seemed like there was bookers popping up from all over the place, and I haven't seen a booker there in forever.
Right. Yeah, it almost seemed like there was at least one, other than the normal comics in the scene that book shows, but like,
other than comics, but I mean like
straight up booker,
yeah, like a straight booker that's what they do. I haven't seen that in a long time, but that would definitely help. Yeah.
And like you said, strengthening the scene too. It's like,
well, and
just doing open mics is great. Like that's getting your foot in the door, but that doesn't mean that you're challenging yourself necessarily as a comic. If you're comfortable with
how many minutes are you doing?
It's 10. So there's 8. There's a host.
Yeah.
I don't know how much, and that's Jay Lemke. Hey Jay, how's it going?
I like Jay.
I don't know how much time he's necessarily doing, but I would guess it's going to be between 5 and 10, I'm sure.
Well,
and then you have 8 comics that are doing 10, so that's 80 minutes, and then whatever the closer's doing.
Probably 15.
15 to 30, probably.
I don't know
30 would be a bit much, so maybe 20.
Maybe 20 probably max.
Yeah.
If that.
So it's a full,
maybe it'll be like
show.
5 minutes and be like, yeah, this is dumb. I don't know. I'm done.
Maybe.
I'm done today. This is dumb. No. Okay. No, I'm just thinking of the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope they have 10 minutes.
For some that are new, but
yeah,
hey,
that's how you got to do it.
I hope so much that the people that are newer are going to rise to the occasion.
Oh, I think they will. I think they will. The ones that are on it, I think they will.
They got to be...
Quite a few of them I've seen do more than a little bit. But it's a good opportunity too. But yeah, it's a good opportunity for people. I guess I don't know where I was trying to go with that. I kind of lost my train of thought.
Well,
It's been like 20 minutes ago you raised your hand, so...
Yeah, it's fine. I guess last thing I'll say is kind of tied to that, right? So there is a new mic that opened up on Wednesdays, which is normally the Skyline mic day.
Yeah.
Called the Mad World Artists Collective up in Green Bay.
Is it just comedy, or is it everything?
It's comedy. Just comedy for that one, at least. Mm-hmm. And they let us do 10-minute mic spots.
That's cool. How many comics are they looking for all the time?
Well, apparently last night was Stan Dabrowski and I went, and apparently that was the most that they've had there. And I think there was 10 comics.
Oh,
so,
nice.
I mean,
anyone else we know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Bunch of people. Other people that were in the competition, people that would be at Skyline if they had a spot that week, they would have been there. We're there because they didn't have a spot.
Yep.
And I think it's worth it just because of the 10 minutes. That's 2.5 times more than...
Work. Well, and that's the weird thing about 4 minutes. Because a lot of times a guest spot's like 5, maybe 10.
Yeah, 5 to 10.
Yeah, and you do 4. And, I mean, I did build certain sets there because I do 4 minutes, 4 minutes, 4 minutes, 4 minutes. You do that 10 times, you got 40 minutes. It's something different every time. And that's, I use it to build sets and stuff, but... it's such a weird number. Yeah, that was the weird thing about the competition too. Was 8 minutes.
Yeah,
like that felt so weird to me.
I think it's because you and I have been doing
longer sets, 45 minutes, an hour.
10 minutes is usually like the minimum that we do for a show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like.
Yeah, and I could tell I was rushed. Like I felt rushed. I was not feeling well. I was sick on Monday. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, I was kind of starting to feel better. And then it was Thursday, and I'm still kind of like, And then Friday, I sounded froggy. I still kind of sound a little froggy today yet.
Ribbit.
But I know when I was up there, I was like, oh man, I sound so froggy right now. And then when you're in an arena like that, even though it's small, you can still kind of hear your voice echo because it's not small, but it's like it's the way the shape.
Right.
You can hear your voice kind of echo a little bit, and it's kind of weird. That wasn't the first time I did like a bigger place. Like the Palm Springs thing was pretty much like a theater, like an arena type thing, and it was bigger than that. But it was still nice to kind of do another venue like that because there was stuff about it that I noticed that were different. Like when you hear somebody laugh and they sound like they're like 15 miles down the road.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, look at that. The guy back there is laughing.
And it's like when there was like one person in the stands and they're like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah. The crazy thing is though is like no matter how big of an audience, and we can end with this. I
wish we were ending with this because we're gonna end with this and this. All right, we're gonna
end short.
We promise.
It was just something that I noticed even at the Oshkosh Arena when there was pretty decent amount of people there. I can always hear my friends laugh. Like I can always pick out where they are. Like even if it's a collective group and you hear like that almost canned laughter sound, I can always like my friend Derek. I heard him. He was kind of towards the back, and I heard his laugh, and I was like, "Ah, there's Derek." And I even said hi to like somebody that I heard. I heard their laugh, and I was like, "Ah, thanks, so and so." Because I totally picked out their laugh. I could hear you. You guys were close to the front, but I could hear you and Stan and whatever. And I just thought it was funny that like I'm like out of all the laughter, I can hear my friends, I can hear, and I can pick out who's who.
Probably because you hear us laugh so much.
Yeah, I think so. But it's just funny how it just like permeates the whole thing,
Penetrative laughs.
Yeah.
And that's what we'll name the episode.
Yeah, penetrative
laughs.
Yeah. So, all right, we better get rolling, guys.
All right, so we'll see you next week.
Yep,
for the final episode of the season. So yeah,
we don't have like a grand finale or anything planned. So
yeah,
we'll see you next episode.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Join the ride, there's more to explore. Move the body, stand, believe you want it more. Yeah.
This has been a Tapedeck Media production. Thank you for listening.